to ignite!
So, this is the Temple of Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but I never imagined it would be this big. It's colossal.
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did they scamper back into the desert?
I don't know. This plan sounds a little too risky for my liking.
Even in King Deshret's day, this was experimental technology. We have no idea what could happen if we activate it.
Well, unless you know of another viable alternative for the Akasha terminal, I'm afraid...
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. The scale of this project is enormous.
You're back. Everything all right?
Friends of yours?
Pretty much it.
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lilupar.
Oh.
Pleased to meet you. A friend of a friend is a...
Who's they?
Huh? Do people not say that?
Not in the desert. Friends you still, I do.
The sandstorms have calmed down.
And after getting all smarmy with us, he trapped us there. Luckily, Jet...
Wow.
So...
Yeah?
I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from... Well deduced. Our commander...
Are you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think there's a big
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just as the most important thing for now is to solve...
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk.
Jet?
Aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere.
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the Temple of...
You bet we did. So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. Building... By the Akasha,
According to certain sources in the temple... Vice and King Deshret's... If these sources... However...
Yeah, but... I'm sure the people of the rainforest are all...
Wait, Paimon, is this the same
well remembered. According to our records, Aru was the most brilliant... That being said, what Aru actually does... Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists.
Paimon totally gets that. When Paimon first heard about... Do you guys still remember that?
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall?
Yeah.
Not cry. Funny.
Huh?
Yeah. Had another...
Really? They came...
Yes, really. It was just before you got back. One of them said she's made Nod Cry her home. If she's...
Looks like betting on Aru was the right choice.
See? They're right over there.
Nicole! Never!
Why, hello!
It's a good thing we left early. We almost got locked out.
Locked out?
Oh, you haven't heard? No one can leave and no one can enter.
Are the Fatui behind the—
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul. Irminsul is the source of Tevat's ley lines, after all, and Sumeru is the nation closest to it. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of serious damage, preventing the disaster from spreading to the rest of Tevat. It may have been implemented long ago.
But doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations if the anomaly—
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world.
Paimon's surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my skills to the limit.
And why should it concern me that Sumeru's in trouble? Sure.
Judging by your tone, I suppose you don't.
Sounds like you don't know much about my past. And here I thought you knew everything.
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time, so I do know a thing or two about him. As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to. But everyone has secrets they'd rather keep to themselves, wouldn't you say?
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss Nicole. I've chosen to call Nodcry home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me. I have no particular desire to play hero in Sumeru.
I understand. Human emotions do not appear and disappear without cause. There is always a reason to be found behind both salvation and destruction. Still, if time has taught me anything, it's that human emotions are often complex and in conflict. That's why people change their minds about things all the time. But that's where we angels come in. Our duty, ultimately, is to guide people towards their deepest, truest desire. So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions in the end, that's okay.
I refuse.
Wait, what? But I set the atmosphere and everything.
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at reading the atmosphere. You're right, Nicole. There's more to me than just hatred. Had it consumed me, I'd be left stuck in the past forever, never living in the present. But I don't think that your guidance can change my mind. The all-consuming sands, the bloodshed, both deserve—
Do you wish to shake them off?
No. I hope to remember them forever. Those emotions and memories shaped me into the person I am today. They'll always be a part of me.
In that case, would you—
Sure. It's not every day you get to hear an angel's opinion.
A long, long time ago, when the angels still walked freely upon the earth, I found life tedious. Monotonous work, lukewarm relationships. Human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or an object. If Sumeru were destroyed, both love and hate—
Most sophisticated, Miss Nicole. But anyone still, I'm a special case. Someone as much as I dislike—
How much will you need? You're not gonna milk this for all it's worth, are you?
What do you think?
I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need.
Just cover my—
Huh? Is that all?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yehoda!
Here, boss! What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while I'm away.
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa!
And that was how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in your hour of need. Hip hip hooray!
That was far more detailed than necessary. Not lacking, I never thought I'd return. Especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned, I suppose. What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen her yet.
She is still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long. Oh, and sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything. We have some good news, though.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru, then use it to try and restore the Akasha system.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru's Chute, which can be used to establish connection with Aru.
We still have some time before we leave, so there's no rush.
By the way, who are these two new faces?
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodcry. Did I hear you mention Aru?
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done, so if you don't mind, I think I should come with you.
That sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any chance?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. It was just a random thought. I'm Dia, an Eremite mercenary. My work usually keeps me out in the desert.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. It's nice to finally put faces to the names. However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you. Why don't you all introduce yourselves?
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Huh?
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me?
Ventriloquism. I have heard tell of it before.
What is it, Kale?
It's you! You're the voice who's been speaking in my head, aren't you? You encouraged me to report my dreams to the Dendro Archon, and—
I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one.
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but, what exactly is an angel?
Oh, Well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods, technically, but we can still tell you a lot of stories from ancient history.
Yep! And she's also an amazing sculptor!
You could say she's a real creative type.
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give you rave reviews, you must be pretty impressive.
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get too formal with me. Just relax and be yourselves. No need to be nervous.
Miss Nicole, if it's okay, could I ask you a few questions?
Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with confusion, and you are desperate for answers. I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru City in disarray? Why did those verses soothe the Jinn only when recited by you? I can guide you to the truth, but it involves a personal secret of yours. I'd prefer to speak with you alone, if possible.
but I've...
Scorching burn!
I thought we were going to speak alone. This is a lot more people than I was expecting.
What's wrong with it? Even the doctors at Dar al-Shifa allow patients to be accompanied by family members.
Well, if Kale doesn't mind her secret being revealed, I have no problem with it.
Thanks for being so considerate, Miss Nicole. I don't know what secret you mean, but whatever it is, there's no need for me to hide it from my closest friends.
Closest friends? It's so nice to hear that.
All right. In that case, I'll get right to it. Kale, are you aware that there are
I am. When I was young, I got sick with Elazar. Nothing could cure it. The Fatui convinced my mom and dad that they could help, and I was sent to an unfamiliar place. There were a lot of other kids just like me there. This creepy guy injected us with some strange medicine, which I heard contained god remains. I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. But thanks to the friends who've stuck by me all this time, I've gradually been able to overcome those memories. Anyway, So, you're saying that what happened to me has something to do with the god remains they injected me with?
Yes. Those were the remains of Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers.
What? Huh. Fascinating.
You don't seem surprised like the rest of us. Why?
The possibility crossed my mind when Kale recited the Goddess of Flowers song and calmed the Jinn.
You made Paimon jump! What are you doing here, Lilupar?
I was merely passing through when I heard the name of the Goddess of Flowers. Be assured that I share your surprise. You, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no trace of the Lord of Flowers within her.
Well, it is a very small fragment. Unless special methods are used to manifest its power, even her closest acquaintances would find it near impossible to detect. After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered all the pieces he could find and buried them in the Eternal Oasis. But some fragments remained unaccounted for. Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. Presumably for use in some experiment. It's not an uncommon occurrence. You're more shaken than I thought. In one sense, you've been extraordinarily lucky. So many people who yearn for this kind of power never attain it, yet you have coexisted with her all this time without even realizing it.
I don't know what to say. I'm glad that I could help everyone with this power, really. But knowing that a fragment of the Goddess of Flowers is inside my body is... it's a strange feeling.
Well, people value their autonomy very highly. Even a well-intentioned intruder can shake one's sense of self.
I understand how you feel, Kale. But once you get used to it, you'll find it's nothing to be concerned about.
Huh. I guess you, of all people, have a good reason to speak on this.
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 as the mag's...
Let me guess. Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
Kale, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me as Hermanubis. In the same way, you are simply you.
Yeah. So about that dream I had. Was it a warning from the Goddess of Flowers?
Yes. Though her body and soul, the mother of dreams?
But I still don't understand.
Yes. Why indeed? I suspect it of course. All right. Any further questions from the family members of the patient? If not, we should head to the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Let's move out.
We all hope it'll work.
Haven't you handled other...
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date is probably the Palace of Alcazarzaray, I guess? But this is...
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for...
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, think...
Kave's self-doubt is...
Well, this confidence is...
Mr.
Oh, I don't...
Honestly, even though... So, if they rate your work, that's an...
Who's...
Myself and a few other scholars.
Oh, well, if you insist...
Whoa.
Look at the level of detail. The squirrel descends from...
Kaveh? Ha, Kaveh!
All right, but hang on a...
You call?
This squirrel...
Oh, a squirrel.
Oh, a hero?
I see. Well, do you tend to read novels about heroes in your spare time?
As a matter of fact, I do quite enjoy those.
Then perhaps this statue represents the heroic tale you long to see deep down. Also on the subject of heroism. I'm sure some would call it cliché or old-fashioned, but not me. I think it would be a... Kaveh!
Sorry, Madame Faruzan, I'm a little busy right now.
What a pity. That young man...
What a genius
Precisely! A declaration of victory. You understand my vision. Then place the two statues...
Yes! That's
It'll be a masterpiece. Miss... I'm sorry.
Just call me Nicole.
What? Oh...
Why ever not? Madam is a state of... My dear Miss Nicole, in this day of age, it's rare to find people...
Honestly? I feel... Also, I have...
Sorry. Keeping...
Oh, never mind that.
Let's not tell... Good idea. Let's... Let's not... Good idea.
What's wrong?
Kale got a
That's what you're upset about?
I hope everyone's ready. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly.
Why, we've not seen so many visits. Ah, closer inspection revealed...
You surmised correctly.
Oh, enormous. Why, you've even put... I know that laugh. Lilapar? What on earth are you doing here?
Oh, this is hilarious. When did you three get...
Why, you... Yes, I know. No need to shout. You're right, Lilu. But didn't King Deshret seal you?
Who knows? Perhaps you can ask my master one day, should you ever get the chance. Behold, the execution's almost tragic.
I'm starting to take a liking to the...
Time is of the essence. Let's get down to business. We come to you, O3, as for precisely what we need.
All right. Stop arguing, Croco, and go... But do you really have a way to answer them? You once answered them, unless with the passage of...
You could say so. When you first asked me what determines truth and falsehood, my answer was a liar's soul. Liars are the best.
I think that makes sense.
I found it quite compelling,
Well, that's...
Can you guess which...
Time. And that's not only the answer to the final question. All things wax and wane with the current affair. You once described King...
Indeed. Perhaps... This is the most eventful day I have experienced. Are those three of...
Turns out the statues were quite...
You three seem to be in good...
Prison can help a person grow and... Hello, Neth.
It's good to see you, Thoth, the...
Nice.
Should we maybe
Sure. I'm Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence.
Everything is equally... Let's hold off on the introductions for now.
You're like a helpless parrot. Gods and people of yore are not necessarily...
Is that so? Well, I think we'll take it in stride, just as we did with the 3 questions.
Fair point. I have to...
And I must praise you for your wisdom. Now, state...
I'm sorry?
Why, you're tremendous...
General Mahamatra, what do you think?
I won't beat around the bush. Sumeru is facing a crisis the likes of which...
Every calamity throughout the ages has been connected to us in one way or another, whether we were its cause or consequence.
Whatever is wrong with Irminsul, it severely affected the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Dragon? I'm sorry, the Dendro Dragon is helping to heal the Dendro Archon?
Not a pep, surely. Not vicious...
Oh, I shudder.
You can help us make
it. A smooth talk.
Currently, no one...
Unfortunately, besides, I hear you.
The archaeological records...
This is by no means a threat. You asked us to state our wish.
What do we think, my fellow old...
Since you ask so nicely. Naturally.
Naturally what? Are you for...
I simply mean, you claim that you wish to open... Golden slumber create...
We do. We understand the...
In all likelihood, the more...
We...
If your minds are made... Saint Shesep...
Saint Binu, responding to your call. 3 kings detected.
Saint Shesbank, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Ah, Lord Harish.
Then your trust in my well-being has long outlived your physical body. You have always opened with that same phrase. In life, death, and...
Al-Akhmar is long gone. What is the reason for this meeting?
You're awake? Good. We are voting on whether to give the people of present-day Sumeru access to Aru and permit them to perform technological renovation.
Aru is the pride of Al-Akhmar. Opening Aru requires the unanimous consent of the 7 pillars. I hope you have a convincing reason to present to us.
Sumeru is currently in the midst of a major calamity. Let us not forget that while Al-Akhmar was a stern ruler, he was also a teacher of wisdom. A god without his people shall cease to exist, and King Deshret's greatest wish was to provide protection for his people. Let us then honor our God King's wishes as we consider our decision.
I do not mean to mock these proceedings, but what is the point of a unanimous vote when we know that the last of the 7 pillars, the Dendro Dragon Apep, will never communicate with us?
This will no doubt surprise your mechanical mind, and I have no intention of trying to persuade you, it is true. But Apep is, in fact, healing the Dendro Archon as we speak.
Huh? Can someone attest to this? Do we have any proof?
I ask the 3 kings, can any of you vouch for the truth of this claim?
Naturally, the Ibis King, Thoth.
What?
It was Thoth's disciples who revealed the truth to us. We need not debate its veracity. Simply let Thoth bear accountability.
Harishef, you diabolical...
I awakened our former colleagues for you, supported your opinion, and backed your decision. What sort of fiend would do that?
I miss the days when Hermanubis was—
What are you trying to say? Is my word worth less to you than Hermanubis's?
Hypocrite though you are, Lord Thoth, you are humorous in equal measure. How could we bear not to associate with it?
Since King Deshret is no more, we shall receive no Remember, the moment that Aru is liberated, the myriad souls residing within the Golden Slumber will return to the ley lines. And once the ley lines flow again, these souls shall in turn be received by Irminsul. To take this step is to bring the perfect afterlife created by our king to a permanent end.
We understand that well, and we have decided to proceed regardless. Furthermore, the contemporary human perspective would contend that confining souls in this way is no act of benevolence. The deceased have a right to rest in peace.
King Deshret's creation is clearly a place of rest and peace. It is just that many do not see it this way. But no matter. Saint Binu approves.
Hermanubis' representative and the Dendro Dragon Apep made their choice ahead of time, while the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King have also granted permission to liberate Aru. By the grace of His Majesty, guided by his wisdom and will, let the gates of Aru be reopened.
What's this? Are we under attack? No. Wait, it's...
Here you are. Through the sands of time. I see you.
Father. Father, is it really you?
It's Chet's father, Jibriel! That's right! He entered the Golden Slumber, didn't he?
I smell blood and sand on you. You've grown. Strong as a wild beast, and without shedding a tear.
You have to leave, don't you? Please, just answer me this. What should I do for you?
This meeting is a blessing from the gods. My soul, once imprisoned along with that of Samael, is finally free. I am truly grateful for the chance to see you again. That the dead should meet the living is itself a miracle. One brief, precious moment is enough. Enough to set my heart at ease. Do not weep for me, Jet. I know you will accomplish many great things in your life. You will go further and climb higher than I ever did. All I ask is that you take good care of yourself.
Father! Father! Father.
Hey, Jet. Do you want something to eat? Maybe it'll help you feel better.
I'm fine. Thanks, Paimon. It was just a little sudden. The chance to see my father again meant the world to me. He was trapped in the Golden Slumber for our sake. And now, After all this time, he can finally rest in peace. I'm glad. It's a huge relief.
You've grown strong, Jed. More than enough to fend for yourself.
Yeah. I'll leave the past in my memory where it belongs. My family, the good times and the bad. Goodbye, Father.
Ah, me, what a touching reunion that was. It seems we did a good deed today.
We three retainers, once imprisoned for our iniquity, are surely the least qualified to judge whether this deed is good or bad. Either way, Aru is open. Now you have your opportunity, and with it, whatever trouble may ensue. Although Aru was created by a god, human craftsmanship was nevertheless required to build the gate that connects it to this world. Perhaps the relationship between gods and humanity follows a similar principle.
As for your proposed renovations, we cannot determine which functions to keep or discard. Proceed as you see fit, but please entrust the task to your most accomplished scholars, or Bennu will be most displeased.
It matters not. The Ibis King shall be accountable if any problems arise. Ibis, you chose to take on disciples, and so
If I'd known you'd be like this, I would have locked all of you away in Aru. Never
all of us? What does—
Vilify me no further. Scholars, since you have liberated Aru, allow me to present you with a gift. Using Aru's power, we shall install a defense mechanism at our king's mausoleum. You must be guarded even against Irminsul itself. This shall afford you some convenience. Unseen and unheard. From this moment forth, none may by sight or hearing perceive anything said or done within the mausoleum.
Amazing. And all this is achieved
with technology from the heavens. The possibilities are endless. Just because King Deshret did not use it for this purpose does not mean that it cannot be done. So, marvel away. This is the reward you have earned.
All right. Well, that resolves the issue of confidentiality. What about the technical side? Do we have the manpower?
Why, yes. I've already contacted them. They'll be here soon.
You must be the ones tasked by the Academy.
That's right. Good afternoon. I'm Kaveh, and these two are Termezi and Naisaburi.
Hey, we've met before. This is Thoth, the Ibis King. And
I've only ever seen these two in murals!
Ah, the paintings in the temple. They show us chatting, playing cards, playing chess. Precisely the activities we most enjoy, funnily enough.
No, only you enjoy playing chess. We were just humoring you.
I wouldn't go that far.
Back to the matter at hand. A preliminary assessment by the Academia indicates that this project, the most capable...
The artisans who built Aru for Al-Ahmar.
I didn't know that.
Such brazen work.
No, that's not what he meant. Please, don't mind him.
I just think it's important to...
Forgive my lack of courtesy. Here's a first draft of the project proposal for your perusal. Please let us know if you have any requests. Normally, I'd have...
Naturally.
Why are you so preoccupied with the...
Exactly!
This is Aru's mainframe.
We certainly will.
You may attempt to...
King Deshret always.
Is that true?
Naturally.
Have you noticed that the Goat King...
He understands the art...
Excuse me for being blunt.
You're mistaken. And while they're...
You? Whatever. I knew it'd be like this working with you. All right, let me past. I need to look at this console.
It's your job to activate it after all. Everyone, please proceed with the external check.
Hello there, youngsters.
Whoa, the Ibis King.
What do you mean?
You...
I've reviewed.
I wouldn't say I'm...
You are the top scholar.
Aru and the... I thought the...
And you too?
You've read the
An instruction?
It used to sit on a shelf. If the manual is to be...
What?
But this is some...
I'm from Valhalla.
Precisely. And a large part of our... I may as well tell you. Then she created the Jinn. Enlightened, it was the first. All the great changes in Sumeru, so greed. And so, the Akasha was in...
Well, if the two share a...
Unbelievable.
No, I do, but...
Perhaps you could try...
You know what it's like having to turn...
Yeah, also, Sir Ibis... Yes, well... Still, if Aru...
Because it was never fully completed. In the beginning, what he desired, she bestowed. And thus was knowledge brought into the world. And that at that time, King, since we share, remember, it is not that I lack the power to become the enemy. In the end, Aru was only used to...
So the point you're making, you could see this as an act of...
This explains...
You have to be careful. Love is the same. All right, let us pause the story here for now. Who's in charge again?
Yes, me and...
Now then, Chloe... Wisdom hides in the space by the power of King...
Where did this come from?
It looks...
Just as the Akasha. This is no. Whether you choose to...
Looks... Turn around.
So that's where the elevator is. Obelisks were used to record important information in the ancient desert civilization. Hey, Al-Haytham, there's some writing here. I've sent it to your screen.
Got it. It's a little blurry.
Take a look and tell me what it says. Oh, and I'll send any...
Let's start with this one. It's a variant of an older script. Looks like cultural information from the...
If so...
Words thrown together...
Well, as long...
It is unimportant.
All right, well, I guess I'll start now. Found some more. Sending them over.
These are all reports about the Gurubad conflict.
Can we delete them?
I'd say so.
What if there are details?
They'll just have to live with it. If we don't...
Yeah, you're right. There's some other similar monuments nearby. I'll check them out. Another monument.
Hold on.
You're still reading?
It records the development and governance of...
Is it important?
Some of it.
What about the artisans' records? What do they mean?
They're speculations, most...
Sounds like pure
The records do emphasize...
Even that got recorded?
Is that truly necessary?
No.